Armin van Buuren, a pleasure to meet you. Congratulations on a great launch event here at IFA Berlin, the MX1 DJ sound system. How did this venture come about?
Well, I was approached by Philips with several ideas, and I love Philips for a brand because they're really, really passionate about sound, like me. And I was a little bit skeptical about the initial idea, so I had a lot of demands for the product. And at one point I was like, this is actually really cool, because to put a long story short, a lot of people approach me and say, okay, so what equipment should I buy if I want to get into DJing? And the equipment that I use is, has a value equivalent of 7,000–8,000 euros. So for a lot of people, it's way out of range. So what I advise them to use would not be possible for them, because if you're not really sure if you want to get into DJing that serious, it's a big investment, So this is a great way to get to know how to DJ, get in touch with the feel of DJing, the real feel, and all the controls that I use on professional equipment are there. I mean, you can really use this as a professional piece of equipment and DJ on here for 6–7 hours if you want.
Yeah, and you've unplugged the DJ. You can take it down to the beach, go wherever you like, middle of the park.
Well, the cool thing is it's not only a controller for the iPad or the iPhone, it's also a really great speaker. So you can use it in your home, for example, as a speaker or an amplifier for your MacBook or your PC, whatever you use. And you can stream from your phone to it via Bluetooth, so you have a great set of speakers. And then if you're having a little party in the garden, you switch over the cover, you put on your iPad with all your music, so it's basically click, click, and you go.
Yeah, fantastic. But you yourself have had a lot of success, consistently top DJ polls. What's your secret then?
I find it a little bit hard to answer what my secret is. I leave it up to other people to decide. If I can have a guess, I would say my radio show has a lot to do with it. State of Trance is a weekly radio show that has a big range. A lot of people listen to it every week, I'm very proud to say. My albums have done really well. I recently had success with a track called This Is What It Feels Like from my album Intense. I've been DJing a lot all over the world. Recently Southwest 4 in London, which was really great.
Yeah.
Residency in Ibiza with Privilege every Monday. Which makes me really proud. So I guess it's a combination of everything, just a passion for music and sound.
You had Ron Jeremy in the video.
Yeah.
Are you a fan?
Well, he asked me to join him in his video, and it didn't happen. No, it was an idea of the director, and I wanted to have a fun video for This Is What It Feels Like, because the lyrics of this song are a little bit sad. So I decided I wanted to have a fun video of two guys on the road, because I have a big click with Trevor Guthrie, the singer of the song.
Yeah.
So it was my idea to have, first we wanted to do something in Vegas. I would push him in the pool and stuff like that. But it turned out that was very expensive, so we took on a road trip. And we were able to arrange two really cool cars and sort of make this trip where we would have this girl, and I would steal the girl from him, and he would steal the girl from me, and a little fun road trip. So it was actually meant as fun, and we would make this stop at a bar, and Ron Jeremy would be the owner, and he would get the girl in the end. It was kind of a funny hook to the video. I thought it was cool to make a fun video for a change, not a standard video with sunglasses and headphones and whatever.
Yeah, no, it looked good. And what, you just got a call there? It's doing well in the charts then?
It's still doing really well. It's still being played on Radio 1, and I just got the news that it's doing extremely well in America. We're not in the Billboard Hot 100 yet, but we're close, and it feels really surreal.
Yeah, I mean, if you hadn't become a DJ, what would you envision that you'd be doing?
Well, I'm a lawyer. I'm a trained lawyer. I've finished my law degree, and I'm also a shareholder in a record company. I have a radio show, so I guess it would still be something with music.
Yeah, I mean, you do a lot of events around the radio show as well. What would you do for the 1000th episode? Anything planned?
I think we have to go to the moon or something. We'd have to do a broadcast from space or something. We will have to do something surreal, because every year it gets more crazy. Every year I think, how are we going to top last year? But every year so far we've done it. And the amounts of people that come to the show are crazy. I mean, we had like 25,000 people in Kuala Lumpur, 30,000 people in the Netherlands, 30,000 people in Miami. It's just crazy, and it really shows you the power of trance music and the boom of EDM that's happening around the world right now.
Yeah, you're riding that wave, definitely. Talking about awards, you've won sort of the Dutch Awards, the Golden Harp, the top of the DJ poll 5 years on the trot, Best Trance Artist. What award is missing from your collection that you'd really say, I'd love to get my hands on that?
A Grammy?
Yes, of course. That'd be the best.
That'd be the best, yeah.
Absolutely. And you recently played at the crowning of your king.
Yeah.
Was that a bit of a surreal experience for you?
It was a total surreal experience to play for the new king and queen. I remember when a phone call got in, I was really like, excuse me? I have a little special bond with our current king and queen because I met them a few times. Because when I reached the #1 DJ position in DJ Mag, they invited me to this called special lunch that they give for a lot of people who won gold medals at the Olympics or have reached extraordinary things with science or whatever. So I was invited. I felt completely strange sitting there. But Maxima, our current queen, turned out to be a big fan of my music because she's from Argentina. Argentina, and her brothers always go out and stuff. So there was a little bit of a connection there. And then for 7 weeks before the coronation, my management received a phone call from the guy that was appointed by the mayor of Amsterdam, and they said it was a request coming from the future couple, the future king and queen, if I wanted to perform together with the Royal Dutch Symphony Orchestra at Concertgebouworkest, is what we say. And they're like the Real Madrid of the concert. So it was really, they normally don't play with DJs. They're really, really, you know, the top of the top. And the fact that I got to play with them alone was really special. And then what happened during the day on the coronation, April 30th, was really surreal because the king and queen decided to come off the boat, which was not scripted at all. Everybody thinks it was scripted. It wasn't. They came off the boat to shake my hand, which felt really like something of a dream.
Yeah, definitely. So what does the future hold?
The future holds, for me, keep on doing what I've been doing the last couple of years. State of Trance 650 is coming up. More importantly, the promotion tour for my new album, Intense. I'm going to do a series of solo sets called Armin Only, where I'll be DJing 6 to 7 hours with a live show. So a lot of the singers, the guitar players and the violin players I will bring on the road with me in a special orchestrated show, but still with live DJ elements.
Okay, and just lastly, thanks a lot for your time, by the way. What 3 tracks would you pick from your whole repertoire that would say, right, these 3 sum me up?
Whoa, that's really difficult. It's like asking a mom what her favorite child is, you know. Every track of mine has a special story about it. But if you really put a knife on my throat, I'd have to say this. This is what it feels like. My current single that's doing really well. It's been my most successful single. The second single that has done really well for me is In and Out of Love with Sharon Den Ader from 2008. And another one I have to mention is Communication from 1999, which sort of broke my career. It was number 18 in the UK charts at one point, and it really meant the starting point for me for everything.
Fantastic. Anything else to say to Music News watchers?
I just want to say thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting my music. And also, I'm really excited to hear your comments about the product that I've designed with Philips, the M1X. And I hope to see you very soon on a dance floor somewhere.
Fantastic. Thanks a lot for your time.
Cheers.
Pleasure.